This kid is going to be a great basketball player. Of course, I'm the one that said the UAB would win last night too, but he really plays hard. He shows up every morning in assembly hall at 7:30 with a manager and works on his own for an hour. That's before classes, and he can shoot it. He's a smart kid. Made some great passes against that zone.
The Hoosiers hit more than 54% of their shots while limiting their opponent to less than 30%. Indiana's solid defense led to 23 points off turnovers as the Hoosiers bested the Golden Griffins by 42. Tonight, Indiana will try to wrap up their 18th consecutive Hoosier Classic. We are live from the Conseco Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis. There's an outside look on a beautiful night in Indiana as the Holy Cross Crusaders come in at 4-5 to take on the Indiana Hoosiers 9-1 in this championship ball game. Hello everybody, John Laskowski and Ted Kitchell, and Indiana's looked very impressive since their loss to Indiana State. And one of those reasons is Kirk Haston. He's been a big guy inside for the Hoosiers.
And he was very impressive again last night in Indiana's first game. He only played 24 minutes, but he had 20 points. He continues to score from out on the floor, also inside. He must be important for Indiana if they're to win in the Big Ten. You take a look. He had 20 points last night. You can see he's going to score the first bucket of the game right here inside. That's where Indiana would really like to see him scoring, inside. They don't want him drifting out on the floor. They want him playing inside where he can get people in foul trouble.
For Holy Cross, they've got a big 7'1" center, Josh Sankus. He weighs 255 pounds. He had 18 points in last night's ball game against UAB.
Not that often that you face a 7'1" player. You can see he's very big inside, very strong. Indiana will have to do a good job positioning not to allow him to get the ball. You remember the first 10 minutes against North Carolina, they had real problems with Brendan Haywood.
We'll see how the Hoosiers match up as the Hoosiers come on the floor now in preparation for this ball game. Now let's take a look at today's fueling factors, brought to you by Fast Max Convenience Stores. If it's got to be fast, it's got to be Max.
For the Crusaders from Holy Cross, they must limit turnovers. Holy Cross comes into the game averaging 21 turnovers a game. Had 29 last night against UAB. They must take care of the ball if they expect to win. They would also like to control the tempo. Holy Cross would like a game in the 60s. They must handle the ball and get their big men involved each time down the floor. For Indiana, balanced scoring. Indiana comes into the game with 3 players scoring in double figures. It must be a balanced attack if Indiana expects to win tonight and to compete in the Big Ten. Rebounding. Holy Cross has a +7 rebounding margin coming in to this game. Indiana must get on the board to keep their win streak alive in the Hoosier Classic.
When we come back, we'll have our starting lineups. There's a look at Jeffrey Newton, the young freshman, playing well for the Hoosiers. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+.
Hi, I need to run a skid steer loader.
Oh, okay, sir. We have those.
In there for his size and strength, and he'll need it inside against Holy Cross's big people inside. You also got Lynn Washington, a 1 forward, along with Kirk Haston.
When we come back, we'll have the opening tap. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+.
Let us pay honor to America. Ladies and gentlemen, we now join with Ms. Ronnie Jardigan as she presents our national anthem.
Our national anthem is complete. And there's Ralph Willard, his first season. He played for Holy Cross, graduated in '67, his first season back as head coach after stints at Western Kentucky and the University of Pittsburgh. His 10th year in coaching. And there's Bob Knight, his 29th year at Indiana, gained his 650th victory yesterday over Canisius. Looks to notch that by one more tonight in the championship game. And a lineup change. Luke Jimenez gets the start in place of Larry Richardson.
That's a little bit of a surprise with Sankas being 7'1" and weighing in at around 270. I thought that they would start with Richardson, but also you have to remember that they're starting with a 3-guard lineup. So Coach Knight inserting Luke Jimenez as that 3rd guard.
It's not a big team anyway that Holy Cross plays. They've got 5 different players who are out with injury. This is the first meeting. Indiana has never been defeated in the Indiana Classic, in the Hoosier Classic. 95 points are the most scored. And there you see
Josh
Holy
Sankas.
Cross. They're out of Worcester, Massachusetts. And Ted, a little trivia question. Who are the 2 most famous basketball players in Holy Cross history?
Well, folks, I have to tell you, I didn't know, but I'm sure that a lot of the Boston Celtics fans and the people from the East are very aware that Tommy Heinsohn, a great player for the Boston Celtics, and then one of the greatest players, obviously the point guard,
Bob Cousy.
Bob Cousy.
1950 graduate. There is Holy Cross. They are the Crusaders.
It'll be interesting to see how Indiana decides to play Holy Cross inside. We know that Holy Cross will come out and play a lot of zone. They come off of a game that was very strange last night. You know, they only got 38 shots in the game compared to UAB. UAB got 73 shots compared to only 38. Yet UAB ends up losing the basketball game. So UAB was 1 of 15 from 3-point range. So Indiana's going to have to do a better job of knocking down inside or outside shots and also trying to work the ball inside.
There's A.J. Guyton. He's the Hoosiers' leading scorer, just over 20 points a game. In the consolation game tonight, UAB recovered from being down by 21 points at the half. They won it 85-79. Eric Holmes had 24 points, 20 of them in the second half. Jerry Van Balen of Union Federal will throw out our game ball, has already thrown it out to our officials in preparation for today's ball game, and we're about ready to go.
Well, that's appropriate to have somebody from Union Federal throw it out since it is the Union Federal Hoosier Classic.
To see how that works out.
Very nice.
All right, ready to go. Jimenez in the lineup, so Indiana with 3 guards, and Ted are thinking, Indiana's thinking there is to put some more pressure on the outside. It worked very well against Canisius yesterday in the ball game. This lineup will put more pressure on Holy Cross.
Yeah, I would think that Holy Cross would like to control the tempo and slow the game down. So by putting an additional guard in there, you can really get out on the floor, get out on the ball, and pressure it, whether they're shooting it, handling it, do whatever they're doing with it. You can put a lot of.
Wins the tap. He's a transfer from Rutgers, so this is his first year playing for Holy Cross.
See a high screen to start out with. A lot of teams like to use that high screen, try to free the ball up.
Number 10 is Wilson. Number 20, Guillermo Sanchez, 6-foot freshman. 35 is Tim Zatko. He's also a freshman.
Indiana helping in on Sankas.
There's Zatko. Shot is off. Jimenez with the board.
Luke Jimenez inserted, but he's also in there to do other things than just play defense. In there to rebound. See there in a 2-3 zone. Indiana would like to get the ball inside. That's short, way short.
Haston falling back, missed everything, picked up by Sanchez.
One thing the coaches have talked about with Haston, he's scored a lot of points the last 2 or 3 games in the amount of minutes, but he's not always scoring the type of points they would like. They would like to see him scoring points inside, not taking jump shots.
There's help by Lewis that forced that ball back outside after Sankas got it inside.
See Holy Cross already working the shot clock down to 10. It's the type of game they would like, working down each and every time, making Indiana play defense. They have to throw one up.
There's
Didn't get enough. That's a shot clock violation. That's a good call by the officials. He was looking right at the shot clock. Ball still in the player's hands before didn't get it released before the shot clock went off.
So Ralph Willard, his 10th year in college coaching, his 3rd school, but his 1st year at Holy Cross. Zone again, expect the Holy Cross to play zone most of the ball game.
And you can bet that they'll know where A.J. Guyton is on the floor at all times. So he's going to have to move, not stand around. Coaches felt that he didn't really get into the game last night.
Turning jump shot is off, but Holy Cross touches the ball last as it goes out of bounds.
The problem with A.J. is when he doesn't, you take a look at Lynn Washington there, who really kept that ball alive. As you take a look at A.J., when he doesn't get involved in the game and stay involved in the game, he gets to standing offensively. Something he can't do for Indiana. Good pass inside.
Washington goes up strong, and he draws the foul.
Even though he doesn't score the points right there, it's still really a solid move. He pops into the opening. Lewis hits him, gives a little shot fake to the 7-1 guy. Look at Lewis. Sees him, waits on him to open. Good shot fake. Bingo, you jump into him. He would have liked to have finished, but most importantly, he gets a foul on the big man right away.
And cans the free throw. Big night for Washington. 14 points on 4 of 6 shooting yesterday. Had 5 rebounds, 5 assists. There you see it.
Played extremely well for Indiana, and he's played very strong. Even though he's only about 6'7", he probably plays as powerful as any of Indiana's big people.
So Indiana gets the first 2 of the ball game. Guyton on defense, and he strips Sanchez of the ball. 1-on-2, he slows it up, nearly loses the dribble. Washington up again, and he went up strong over the
Lynn Washington a little bit out of control, but that's a shot you'd like to see A.J. Guyton shoot. I mean, with his ability, his athleticism, he steals that ball. He ought to be racing to the goal and being able to get that ball up on the glass. Indiana would like to pop in behind. Oh, that's a good opening right there. Good look again, very short.
It's a good shot by Haston. Twice now he's come up short on that jump shot. Bob Knight tells him to work inside, trying to take that jump shot. He missed his first 2, so a way to counteract that is to work inside, get to the free throw line, get an easy layup, and then work yourself back outside.
The first one he had a little pressure on him. That one very surprising. He's pretty open right there, and just came up way short.
Zatko has it. Here's the big guy. Sankis inside. Michael Lewis saves it, and the correct way out top. Haston didn't see it coming.
But that's a good play right there. I mean, he didn't have time to turn and look, so you throw it as far away as you can. You don't want to throw it back into the opponent and give them a layup.
There's Sankis inside. Washington with the rebound. So pretty good defense on the big guy early for Indiana.
I would think Indiana, once they get the rebound, would really like to race the ball up the floor. Make Sankis and Zatko get up and down the floor as much as they can. Try to tire them out.
Jimenez dragged that pivot foot, got called for the travel.
Indiana doesn't look very confident against this zone, and they better get used to it. Once they get in the Big Ten, they're going to be seeing a lot of it.
So just over 3 minutes into the game, still 2-0 Indiana. Low scoring ball game. Lewis cuts behind the screen. Now Sankis inside, and he gets fouled on the move to the basket.
Coach Knight not happy with that call. You can see Sankis, even though he's a big guy, he doesn't play real big. He's going to get the ball inside. He just turns. You see where he's got the ball? I mean, they get called for the foul right there, but he's got to do a better job of protecting that basketball.
Sankis had 18 points, 15 rebounds, and 37 minutes last night, but just 10 of 21 from the free throw line.
He only shoots about 38% from the free throw line. So we're down in the Shaq Daddy range right there. There are some similarities to he and Shaq. They're both 7'1". They both shoot about 38% from the free throw line.
One makes a lot more money than the other one, though.
Yeah, I think Ralph Willard might take Shaq at this point in time.
Haston now he works inside. That shot just off. And a foul inside again against Indiana on the rebound.
Personal foul.
Foul on Lynn Washington. He's in there battling inside, but still, Haston looks a little out of sync offensively. I mean, he's moving around, he's getting decent shots, but so far, ball doesn't look the same coming off his hand as it did last night when he had 20 points in 24 minutes.
That's first on Washington. Haston has one. Back outside, Brian Wilson on the shot is off, and a good rebound by Washington. Lewis, the bank shot is good.
So, you know, that time Indiana got it off the board, ran it up the floor. That's the type of thing that they're going to want to make Sankas and Zatko get up and down the floor each and every time.
4-1, Indiana leads it.
Probably no reason to come out and guard Sankas when he gets the ball at the top of the key. You'll see whoever's guarding him just kind of lay inside. There's a nice little jump hook.
And Sankas got that one over Haston. Washington drives in.
That's 2 on Sankas right there. That's a good play by Lynn Washington. He got the ball coming down, kind of the semi-break, gets it, takes it right at Sankas.
And it is 2 fouls on Josh Sankas. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+. Great state of Indiana. The lights are flashing. And the snow has fallen in Indiana this Christmas. Right now, Indiana leads it by 1. Low-scoring ball game, almost 5 minutes into it. Haston turning on that. Hook shot is short.
Everything coming up short, kind of pulling away on his release. He's not really letting it flow.
Good pressure now. Sankas stays in the ball game with those 2 fouls for Holy Cross.
You can bet Indiana will continue to take the ball down inside no matter what the score is to try to get that 3rd foul.
Sanchez being guarded by Guyton in a switch.
Shot
goes
clock
right
down
on
to
Wilson.
2 again.
Shot is missed. Washington taps it, and Jimenez comes away with it.
Got to give it to Haston. You got to give it to Haston down inside. He had position on Sankas. You've got to give him the ball. Try to draw that 3rd foul. Sankas probably not going to be real aggressive defensively, knowing he already has 2 fouls.
There, Jimenez tries to go inside. Ball deflected and turnover by Indiana.
Indiana doesn't look very, very sure of themselves against this zone.
Travel is called on Sankas. Couldn't get his feet under him. And second turnover by Holy Cross. Crowd asking for a little more Hoosier offense as well. They racked up 95 points yesterday.
Well, we played 6 minutes and they've scored 4 points. So I don't think there's any chance of them scoring 90 tonight.
Jimenez short on that one. Indiana now just 1 of 8 from the field. Holy Cross 1 out of 5. So a defensive battle because of some bad shooting. And now right in front of the Indiana bench, Zatko and Washington go down. And we out of bounds to Indiana.
Substitution for Holy Cross, number 32, Jared Curry. He'll replace number 10, Brian Wilson.
Take a look at the defense. You can see most teams like to drive that baseline. That's exactly where Indiana would like you to drive it. Ball goes off Zatko, and Indiana will bring it down. And look at that zone one more time.
Washington did get it inside, passed it back out. Here's Haston. Moves to his right and got that one to go.
That's what Coach Knight was talking to him about when he yelled at him, get inside and work inside. He's got quickness against, better quickness than Holy Cross. He'd like to see Kirk Haston inside working, using that quickness to try to score points.
6-3 now, Indiana.
See Sankas, when he does get it, he's surrounded. Tough shot right there.
Sankas reaches over Haston. Nearly had that rebound. Ball still loose. Guyton has it. 2-on-2. Move to the hoop. Off to Lewis. And and his three-pointer hits the side of the backboard.
One more time, I'm going to say it. A.J. Guyton has got the position right there. I mean, with his talent, you've got to score that point right there. You've got to score the points. I mean, where he had it on the block, and he was up in the air, little bank shot. Indiana has 2 points.
Zatko inside, couple steps. Yes, the officials have called traveling as he came across the middle. 4 turnovers on Holy Cross.
We saw number 32 as you take a look at Ralph Willard talking to the officials, saying, hey, my guys are getting pushed and shoved. That's about the 3rd time now. We talked about number 32, Curry, coming in the game. He's been a 3-year starter. He's had major back problems. Last night he got in the game and didn't even take a shot. Bingo.
There's one that'll drop. And a chance for a 3-point play. Lynn Washington with the move inside.
Indiana doesn't have the size advantage inside, but they definitely have the quickness advantage. You see Indiana, you just got to keep pounding the ball inside. I guess Sanchez got the foul.
Sanchez picks that one up, reaching low for that ball. And Washington hits the free throw. Indiana's got 9 points. They lead it by 6. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+. 9-3. Indiana leads it in a low-scoring game. And here come the ATA High Flyers.
Indiana working on the inside of Holy Cross. Josh Zankas, number 40, he's already got 2 fouls. So you can see Lynn Washington takes it up. Guillermo Sanchez slaps him across the hand, and Washington with the 3-point play for Indiana.
Washington nearing his season's average already.
See, Holy Cross comes down, sets up in a high type of offense, very high.
Trying to spread the Indiana defense, and Wilson throws it away. Indiana ball, 5 turnovers for the Crusaders.
And it's not surprising. They're a team that averages 21 turnovers a game. They had 29 last night in their win against the University of Alabama Birmingham.
Mark Jers comes back in the lineup, 6-foot freshman. There you see the turnover story.
I imagine you'll see Holy Cross really start packing this zone in a little bit, making Indiana step up and shoot some jump shots, although they're able to get it in once again.
Haston goes up strong against Sankis and gets the layup.
I guess that was pretty good advice the Coach Knight yelled over at Kirk Haston.
You know, there's one thing to just keep firing them away, but the other thing is take it inside, get a couple baskets, say, hey, I can make some shots. They then try it outside. I think that's good coaching for everybody.
Everybody looks much more comfortable on the floor after they got a couple shots to go down.
Shot by Wilson inside is off, and Jimenez comes away with it. Good shot by Holy Cross. They couldn't get it to drop.
Holy Cross is going to have to start packing it in. You can see they're able to go all the way in. And once again, look what I found.
Lewis, by way of Haston, got it to Guyton for the 3-point shot, and immediately Holy Cross Ralph Willard calls another timeout, as they have not scored since the 15:25 mark of this ball game. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+. Let's check out a previous play on the Arvinator, brought to you by Arvin Industries.
You got to attack this part of the zone. You can see Michael Lewis going to hit Lynn Washington. Watch Haston's going to come out, and then he comes back in. Washington's going to hit him, and that's the way you like to attack the zone. You can see he comes out, the ball goes back in, throw it back in the middle. There's Haston right there. Good strong move against Sankis inside. That's who they want to attack right now. He's got 2 fouls.
Sankis inside, misses, and Haston comes away with it.
You can see when he turns, he's just very slow getting the ball to the basket.
Guyton makes the drive inside, tries to pass off, knocked out of bounds by Holy Cross.
A.J. Guyton's become a passer the last 2 nights. He's not really looking to score. It's very important that he look to score points for this Indiana team, because, you know, when you get in the Big Ten, he's the guy that's got to score points.
Indiana has trouble getting the ball in bounds. Washington calls for the 30-second timeout to avoid the turnover. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by Arvin Industries. And there you see the Big Ten schedule. Indiana starts play a week from Wednesday. They take on Wisconsin, that ball game at home. Then on the road at Penn State. And both those two games will be here on ESPN Plus, the Wisconsin game and at Penn State. And then a big one, Michigan State, early in the year. One of the favorites in Big Ten play are the Spartans. We'll see whether Mateen Cleaves is back for that ball game. A couple more home games, Minnesota and Iowa. The annual battle against Purdue. This one, the first one at West Lafayette. The Hoosiers will play Purdue back in Bloomington in March. All right, we're back underway. Indiana still trying to solve this zone. They have been successful when they've taken it inside. And the dump off, Haston for the jam.
Lynn Washington played outstanding basketball for Indiana. It's an excellent pass. I mean, he pops up behind the defense, gets the ball, and right away reads the defense. He knows what they're doing.
Holy Cross able to drive to the hole, but a tough shot. This is Jared Curry outside with the miss.
We talked a little bit about Jared Curry having some problems with the back. You can see it looked like his problems are continuing as Kirk Haston comes down and continues to attack the inside of the Holy Cross defense.
Haston hits a jumping hook shot and seems to have his touch back. He's got 8 points.
Each shot that goes up by Holy Cross is being contested by Indiana, and they're just not getting any free looks. You can see Jimenez coming over exactly what they want to do right there.
The steal, Guyton, there he goes to the hoop. As he faked to the right, came back with the leg.
Hey, Michael Lewis is no dummy. He knows he's getting close to that assist record. He says, here, AJ, take it.
And there's another one. Michael Lewis with the assist. Now Indiana 20-3, the lead over Holy Cross. This 30-second timeout is brought to you by McAllister Machinery, your local Caterpillar dealer. And there's some history of information about Holy Cross. Just 2,700 students. They rank 12th among all U.S. college graduates who are CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. They're in
that's pretty good.
Massachusetts. That is pretty good.
That's what college is all about anyway.
All right, here's the high-low Indiana runs.
See Lynn Washington attack the defense from behind. Defense doesn't see you coming when they're in a zone. Obviously, they're watching the ball, moving around. Once he gets the ball, he sees the defense attack him, drops it right off to Haston for the dunk.
Now over 6 minutes since Holy Cross has scored a point. They have been stuck on 3 for all that time.
Jeff Newton and Kyle Hornsby, who both have played very good basketball the last couple times out for Indiana, are in the basketball game.
Travel called on Zatko on the drive. Another Holy Cross turnover. So Kyle Hornsby back in the lineup, number 32. Had a big game yesterday, 12 points. That's a career high for him. Played 22 minutes. Lob pass to Guyton. And Haston follows it up. Guyton had to hang on the rim a while to avoid coming down another player.
You know what else happens when you get inside and start working? Every once in a while you get a rebound.
That's true.
How about that?
That's true. Haston picked one up there and put it back up easily. Oh, look at the pressure again. Indiana, 2 nights in a row, has taken the opponent out of their offense.
And the help. They're talking. You can hear them talking out there defensively. Communication, very, very important.
Jeffrey Newton in the lineup, number 50. Long shot taken by Jers and hits nothing except the out-of-bounds line.
Well, if you didn't hear earlier, we talked a little bit about Holy Cross. This is, a team that has 4 starters that are out with injury. So this is a team that is kind of put together. They even had one kid that was a 3-year player. I'm sure we'll see him soon.
James Stowers,
who decided to basically go after his academics. He's going to be a lawyer, and he decided to quit the basketball team. They called him when they got to 10, and they said, hey, we need some help.
He came in, and he's here. Got 14 points last night against UAB in 10 minutes of action. We haven't seen Stowers yet tonight. And turnover by Indiana, a travel call as they fought for that rebound.
So as you take a look out there, a majority of the guys playing are underclassmen, and most of them are freshmen. They started 4 freshmen and 1 junior.
7 freshmen, 3 sophomores, 3 juniors, and 2 seniors consist of their lineup. There's the big guy inside. Sankis comes back out.
Each time Sankis gets it, he wants to put it on the floor. That's not the thing to do against Indiana's defense.
2-on-2 with Guyton. He goes to the hoop and is fouled on that shot.
Now, I know A.J. Guyton doesn't like that move because he's not able to finish and he gets fouled, but that's what he has to do with his quickness and his athleticism. You take it right at that guy. There's no way that guy can guard him. He gets up under him, he fouls him. Hey, it's no big deal. He doesn't make the shot. The important thing is he's shooting free throws, and he's a guy that has to get to the free throw line for Indiana.
Interesting. That's A.J.'s 26th free throw attempt this year. Larry Richardson has 24. Fife has 23. Newton has 23. Washington 26. Lewis 39. Hastings 40. He's way down the list as far as shots attempted from the free throw line on this Hoosier roster.
Well, and the other thing you have to remember, he's a guy that 50% of the time the ball's in his hand on the offensive end.
It's timeout. 23-3. Indiana has the lead. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+. Look and see what Kirk Hastings done this evening.
Well, you remember he started the game with 2 air balls and started 0 for 4 from the field. And then Coach Knight just kind of mentioned to him that he might try working inside. And since that time, he's done pretty good.
5 out of 5. He's now 5 for 9 from the field, and he takes a break. Larry Richardson now in the game to take his place.
Indiana continues to put a tremendous amount of pressure on the basketball.
And there's a shot. Tim Zatko from the outside. It's a 3-point shot. So just over 8 minutes scoreless go the Crusaders before that 3-point shot.
You get it in there, and you have to attack it from the inside, but when you get it in there, you've got to do something with it very quick.
Sanchez at 6 foot, able to tie Richardson up. Richardson goes in at 6'8". Possession arrow to Indiana, so they retain the ball. Newton inside. That's Hornsby. Misses on the shot. Yep. Lewis with the push, he will get the foul.
Well, the official would like to not have had to have called that because it was kind of incidental contact. But when you take the guy's feet out from under him, you can see both guys are going to go after the ball. Good shot by Hornsby. You can see both guys going after the ball. You can see tripped. Michael Lewis trips him. Definite foul. Good call by the official.
Yeah, usually you knock that guy down, they're going to call that on him. But you're right. He didn't want to call it on him. If he hadn't lost his feet, he may not have.
Yeah, and I think the officials have gotten better. You know, there is some incidental contact out there, and you've got to let it go. The guys are bigger, they're stronger, they're quicker. If you didn't let it go once in a while, you'd just be calling fouls all the time. So
it's only a foul when it gives the one player an advantage over the other, and obviously there it did. There's a hold on Guillermo Sanchez.
Personal foul, Holy Cross, number 20.
That's his second.
His second personal for the team's 6th.
Inside to Newton, his shot is off. Holy Cross on the fast break. It's 3-on-2. And there's Stowers in the corner, number 33 in the game. Shot outside by Jers is off. Lewis has the rebound, and James Stowers picks the foul up. There he is, 6'5"
Take a look
senior.
at him, though. That's a great story. Take a look at the shot. See, Stowers is going to bang the boards right here. Lewis, nice block out. Gets banged from the back.
He wasn't in the press guide. He wasn't in the game notes yesterday. Look at the box score. He played 10 minutes, got 14 points on 4 of 7 from the 3-point line. And so I went to this idea. Who is this guy? Where'd you get him?
What is going on with this guy?
He flew in yesterday, and we put him in the lineup. So great story. He will finish his degree at Holy Cross. He's a senior. Played for him 3 years. Now he's going to finish out the year as the injury have piled up for Ralph Willard. He's probably not in very good shape yet. Playing him a little bit to get ready, and that's what college basketball is all about.
That is a super story, and not only they called him, just suit up, but he played 10 minutes and scored 14 points. I mean, that's outstanding. The guy was obviously mentally ready to play.
Lewis hits the free throws. It's 25-6. And a 5-second call outside. Jimenez gets the closely guarded call. Guyton comes back in. Ralph Willard not quite sure what to do at this point.
I don't know that he has enough horses at this point in time with the quickness.
Jared Curry checks back in. Zatko comes out.
Indiana's become more confident and found the best way to attack that zone. You know, rather than just firing up jump shots, they started attacking it from the inside. They're doing a nice job posting against those people inside.
Hornsby on the dribble. It's stolen. Good defense there by Curry. It seems as Holy Cross's best offensive chance is off the break. The shot is missed. And a foul, Hornsby, from behind on that shot by Curry.
Personal foul, Indiana. Number 32, Kyle Hornsby, is first personal for the team's fourth.
So look at Hornsby, 2 free throws.
Jared Curry.
Indiana now on a 21-3 run. It was 4-3 early in the ball game. Now 25-6. Hoosier lead. And that one falls short. Curry's a 6'5" junior. There he is, a 3-year starter. Played 11 minutes yesterday.
They're not a team that shoots very good from the free throw line. They shoot only 59% as a team. So
Curry misses both there. There's Guyton. Fading jumper on the baseline off Hornsby, the rebound, back on top.
What a good effort that was.
Newton got it stolen. Now Jimenez tries to take it away, and the foul goes against Holy Cross. Mark Jers picks that up, and that's his third.
Good hustle by Mark Jers, though. He had the ball stolen from Jeffrey Newton. You can see it right here as Newton travels, as he drags his foot right there. But you can see he steals it. Probably a foul on Newton. And then Jers finally just says heck with it. He dives in there and he ends up getting the foul.
That is 18 fouls on Holy Cross. So 1-1 for Jimenez. Brian Wilson comes back in. And Jimenez good on the free throw. He leaned a little bit on that one, but he's Indiana's best free throw shooter now, 10 of 11 on the year.
He needs to become a more confident shooter out on the perimeter because he's an excellent shooter. And in practice, he shoots the ball very well. When you look at the practice statistics and things like that, he shoots the ball very well. Just hasn't gained that confidence. Gained confidence as of yet.
Just under 5 minutes left, first half. Indiana by 21. As again, the pressure defense has been the story of this ball game. Holy Cross having a tough time coming up with shots. Here's a drive inside by Wilson. Misses. Hornsby the easy rebound.
I think they're going to be much more effective attacking the Indiana defense like they have been.
There was a pass. Newton tried to go inside to Richardson and tipped by Holy Cross, so Indiana retains possession.
You know, early in the game, Holy Cross continued to try to take it into Sankas, and once he did get the ball, he's just slow enough that the Indiana defense really recovered to him very quickly. Now they're more spreading it out, just attacking the basket. They're getting some better looks.
Guyton, there's the shot from the outside, and Sankas, the 7-footer, pulls that one down.
Good penetration by Kyle Hornsby to get AJ the good look.
Richardson matched up against Sankas. Boy, Indiana helping and recovering very well.
Just not many shots out there right now.
There's one. Wilson got an open shot and hit it. But it took Holy Cross quite a while to get that open shot. Guyton takes it outside. That one off. Rebound to Sanchez.
That's a good shot when it goes in. But after one pass, that is not the type of shot Coach Knight is looking for, even from his top scorer. AJ again doesn't seem to really be in the game. You can see Holy Cross doing a better job spreading it out, now starting to drive and attack the basket. That's what you want to do against the Indiana defense.
Wilson, a low pass to Sankas. It goes off his foot and out of bounds. Turnover.
Timeout.
by Holy Cross. It's Indiana 27-9. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN Plus. Indiana with the big lead. It's 18 points. Be watching ESPN Plus on Wednesday, January 5th, when Indiana begins Big Ten play against Dick Bennett and his Wisconsin Badgers. The action gets underway at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here on ESPN Plus. There's Greg Graham, former Hoosier great. Played on some Union Federal Hoosier Classic championship teams, 4 of them, as Indiana's never lost a game in this Union Federal Hoosier Classic. Still the zone by Holy Cross. 3 minutes left, first half. Richardson trying to work against the big guy inside. Here's Larry, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was too, and the shot goes in.
No, it looked like he stumbled a little bit. He got it right on the white square though, and that ball bounces gently in.
Well, continues to turn to that left shoulder no matter what. He did there once again, but he was able to get it to go in.
There's good help and recover by Jimenez. Sankus inside. Guyton helps. Blocks his man out and has an easy rebound. Hornsby inside. Newton. And he'll be fouled. Jared Curry picks that one up.
Good feed inside by Kyle Hornsby.
Personal foul.
Jeffrey Newton taking it to the rack. Very strong right there.
His first personal, the team's 9th.
Newton will be at the line.
2 shots.
6'9" freshman, averaging just under 7 points a game. Struggling from that free throw line. 8 of 23 on the season for Newton. Richardson comes out, and Jared Odell comes in for the first time. Had a nice game against Canisius yesterday. Newton misses, but Odell tips it back out to Guyton.
Great play by Jared Odell.
Newton head down, is stopped. Hornsby in the corner.
You're gonna need some good pass fakes. They're just kind of moving around, but they aren't really moving the defense. Good sharp pass fake. You does it best. Michael Lewis does it the best.
Shot did not hit the rim. Still 5 seconds to shoot. And Hornsby finally realized it from the crowd noise, and again air ball. So 2 air balls for Indiana on that possession.
Shot clock violation.
Bob Knight upset. Indiana runs the 35-second shot clock in practice every day. So in all their drills, the players get used to shooting that ball within 35 seconds. Hornsby not aware of that time. Clock was running out. Inside as Holy Cross able to come up with the air ball, and Sankus gets fouled on the layup.
Take a look at Jared Odell. He's going to come up with that foul. Still, Indiana's defense has been very good. Not giving Holy Cross many good looks. He came up with an air ball right there that they're able to put back up and get a foul, but
see, his field goal is 49%, but just 46% from the free throw line is Sankus. Puts a high archer on that ball. Had 95 free throw attempts this year.
Anyone wanting to learn how to shoot free throws, please turn away when he shoots the. This is not very good. You can see he kind of shoots it real high arch and pulls his hand back very quickly.
Hornsby lost his balance there, but did not come across the line. So play continues. Sankus misses both. Here's Odell inside. Goes up against the big guy, and it's Jared Odell who draws the 3rd foul on Sankus. Odell 6'8", 210. Took it up against 7'1", 255. Good confidence there.
Sankus is the 3rd personal, the team's 10. 2 free throws. Number 43, Jared Odell.
Odell hits on the free throw.
Substitution.
Only 24. Chris Clemens in the lineup, 6'7" freshman from Chicago. So Sankus does come out with that 3rd foul. Only a minute 13 left in the half. as Odell hits both. 31-9, Indiana, the first half lead.
Good help by Kyle Hornsby. Watch the Indiana defense, how they always see the ball. You always want to know where the ball is, no matter where you are on the floor. Indiana's always looking to help. See how Jeff Newton should have stepped out there. He didn't step out. Indiana's looking for that step out, but look right there. Good switch by
Back cut, that gets James Stowers of the basket as he hits the baseline shot.
I'm rooting for that guy. See, Indiana's not as good without Michael Lewis in the game against the zone. He makes the defense move much better.
Shot off by Jimenez. 20 seconds left first half. That'll give Holy Cross the last shot of the half. But as I mentioned, it's tough for them to get the shot they want all the time. Good help by Odell. Shot is off. Jimenez fights for it. Guyton has it with 1 second. And that one very high off the top of the backboard as Indiana takes the halftime lead 31-11. Great defense holding Holy Cross to 11. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN Plus.
He's a guy that obviously has to get moving for Indiana if they want to contend for a Big Ten title.
Drive by Sanchez is cut off. Now inside, that's Sankis with 3 fouls. They go right to him though, and again, jump hook is good.
That time he just caught it, turned, and shot it. He didn't put it on the floor. If he can do that, Holy Cross could have some success.
Here's Haston, double team, pass to Washington, and a foul on the way up.
Haston and Washington have done a nice job working inside. We saw Washington earlier in the game throw one inside to Haston to set up a dunk. That time Haston doing the favor.
So Washington at the line. Hornsby starts this second half for Indiana. He's played well in this Classic. Washington misses the first.
Coach Knight not very happy with the first defensive segment down there on the other end of the floor. Indiana always trying to help back in on Sankis. Kyle Hornsby missed his assignment. Sankis able to score with a little jump hook.
Washington hits the second. Haston trying to front on Sankis to prevent that ball from coming in. There you see him on the side.
See Indiana doing a good job of fronting the post and then not letting the ball be returned. Right there, you saw the ball. They fronted the post, and then you don't let the ball go back around where he can hold you off.
Lewis 4 on 3, misses it.
There's the fourth shot right there.
The ball knocked away from Zadko, and it will be Indiana possession. Zadko touched it last. Long release to Haston. Lewis will try a 3. That one off. Rebound to Sankis. So Indiana still struggling on the offensive end. 1 point so far the first minute and a half of this second half. Brian Wilson jump shot off, and Guyton pulls the rebound down. Good timing on that leap. Haston in the middle, and Guyton finds him. Foul by Wilson on the drive to the hoop.
Personal foul, Holy Cross, number 10, Brian Wilson. His first personal, the team's second.
Not shooting, so Indiana has it out of bounds. Substitution.
Holy Cross, number
There's
33,
James Stowers.
He replaces
6'5" senior back in the lineup. Hornsby drives the lane, then dishes off. And Washington takes it up strong. Sankis picks up his 4th foul.
Indiana not afraid to take it into the big fella.
Well, that's basically the only success Indiana's had is inside. Haston and Washington have done a nice job moving the ball inside to one another, moving up and under the zone. Indiana has not shot the ball well from the outside in the first half, only 1 of 9 from three-point range.
Washington looked good on that free throw. Right to the back of the rim. And that one as well. So 3 of the 4 free throws he's attempted this half have gone. And 34-13, Indiana's biggest lead now by 21. The average winning margin the Hoosiers have had in these 18 years of the Union Federal Classic, 25 points per game.
Indiana trying to keep the ball down in that corner.
Sankis inside, and that shot blocked by Haston. He timed his leap well that time to block it. Hornsby the fast break. Boom. And the foul. Hornsby hits hard on the floor.
I think he's all right. You see him, he gave a little yell right there.
Let's watch that.
See, Michael Lewis going to get the ball up very quickly for Indiana. He sees Kyle Hornsby ahead of him, gives him the ball. Boom. You can see the defense is moving, kind of takes the feet out from under him. Did not intend to take the feet out from under him. He's trying to draw the charge.
That foul on Sanchez. Official comes in with a warning to Sanchez. And Hornsby, a good shooter, misses on that one. It's the second. Now 35-13, Indiana leads it. And the steal, Lewis with good hands. 2-on-1 with Guyton. And Michael Lewis takes it all the way in.
That's what I really like about Michael Lewis in his game. When he gets an advantage, when he gets the one-on-one open court situation, he takes it right to the glass. He's going to make the defense foul him, or he's going to get a layup.
Washington with some pressure outside on Zatko and picks up the foul.
Indiana, number 44, led Washington. His second personal.
Let's see how far Holy Cross is starting their offense. That's good news for Bob Knight and John Treelar as they put this defensive plan together. And it's working well. Lob pass stolen by Haston.
Here he goes again.
2-on-1. Hornsby again a spill. He went in for the jam that time, and Stowers picks up the foul.
Saying the officials, watch how Stowers grabs his arm. He grabs his arm. He didn't make much of an attempt to go after the basketball. He just grabbed at his arm, and because of that, officials are afraid you're going to hurt somebody. And you can see Kyle Hornsby came down extremely hard. He's all right.
So it's called the intentional foul from behind. And Hornsby will get 2 free throws, then Indiana will retain possession with the ball out of bounds. See the Holy Cross bench explaining the foul to Stowers. As replay show, he tried to grab that right arm instead of going for the ball. That's the explanation that Ralph Willard is receiving as well, Holy Cross coach.
Well, in that situation, if he goes after the ball, he probably knocks the ball in. He still fouls him. But in the situation where you just start grabbing people by the shoulders, you're grabbing them by the arms and pulling people down, you start hurting people. And that's what the intentional foul rule is there for.
Guyton inside, drops it off to Washington.
See, now that's the type of thing A.J. Guyton needs to do. Good penetration, uses his quickness. The defense knows he can pop up and shoot the little jump shot, so they draw to him. Then Washington ends up with a layup.
Finally get the ball inside to Sankis, and Haston will pick up the foul.
Personal foul, Indiana, number 35,
Here's Coach Willard. Take a look at Sankis. Good position right here. He finds his man. Good position, gets the ball. You see how he has to dribble it, and rather than just taking the drop step and boom, exploding to the basket, takes that little dribble, and sometimes it gets him in trouble. You get those little guys down there start nipping at your knees.
He's been held well below his season's average.
You can see he really struggles from the free throw line. You can tell when he walks up there, it's almost like, oh no, here we have to go again. You can almost see it in his face. But he's obviously something that he works at very hard in practice. He's just not a very good free throw shooter.
1 for 5. And now 1 for 6 on the game. He struggled again yesterday, 10 of 21. So he's even having a tougher night from the line tonight. There's a good steal. Mark Jurors took it right away from Guyton. Sanchez gets it stolen now by Hornsby. And he loses control out of bounds to Holy Cross. Yeah, Hornsby's getting a lot of playing time, though. He's got 6 rebounds already in the game. Not scoring a lot, but he sure is involved in the action.
He's one of those guys that sometimes you almost feel like he tries so hard that he almost outthinks himself. And I'm sure he's one of those guys that coach might just say, hey, just play. You know, he used to tell you that once in a while. Just go out and play. Don't think so much that you get yourself in trouble. Just play and let the game come to you.
Number 10, Brian Wilson. He'll replace number 20.
Wilson comes back in. Sanchez comes out. Washington against the zone. Down to Hastings, spins it way out and comes right out in front of our position.
He saw me. I was open. He saw me.
Kitch, you weren't open, I'm telling you, but you guard by that water jug over there. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+.
You look at Michael Lewis. We talked about when he gets in the one-on-one situation in the open court. Very aggressive. Takes the ball to the basket. He needs to pull his buddy A.J. Guyton aside and say, hey, you're quicker than I am.
Hornsby tried for the steal. Haston back to help. And the shot rolls off. Washington can't come up with it. Good block by Haston. Now Sankis. Stowers misses on his three-point shot. Washington now on the dribble.
Showed us he could handle the ball last night.
Haston tries to go up. And Stowers with the foul.
Personal foul, Holy Cross, number 23, James Stowers.
So Haston will be at the line. There's Sankis, the big 7-footer. Not on the shot, though. So it'll be out of bounds. Let's watch.
Take a look at it. Official said that he was still on the floor, basically, when he got fouled.
Washington from the free throw line. That one's good.
Very focused, very mentally into the game all night. He really got Indiana started offensively in the first half. A couple inside plays and some good passes.
Washington now with 12 points, just 2 shy of what he had last night. Indiana on the fast break. Hornsby, he'll take it. Short post 3 is off. But Indiana retains possession. Guyton drive, finds Haston, and he missed on the dunk shot.
But that was very good. Whether the shot goes in or not, obviously you'd like the shot to go in, you're Kirk Haston. But A.J. Guyton was very patient. He let the defense come to him. Did a nice job right there for Indiana against the zone.
Haston will pick up that foul. It seems when he gets behind Sankis and the ball comes in, he draws that foul. If he can stay just in front of him, he's able to prevent the ball and avoid the foul. 3 fouls now on Haston.
Number 20, Guillermo Sanchez.
Holy Cross inbounds, and Haston slapped it away and then jumps over the Holy Cross bench. And Crusaders retain possession. Jurors now in the corner, nearly stolen. Boy, Indiana just all over the Crusaders until that outside shot by Zatko drops.
35, Jeff Zatko.
He's got 6 points. Here's Haston inside, and Zatko nearly had it out of bounds to Indiana.
Substitution.
24, Chris Clemens comes back in the lineup, and Sankis comes out. There's the field goal shooting. Just 6 of 30 for Holy Cross. But Indiana having a tough night from the field as well. Guyton floating on that one is fouled. As Clemens picks that one up, A.J. to the line.
It's nice to see A.J. getting inside, getting to the free throw line in important parts of the game. Talked about him. Coaches were a little concerned last night. They felt like he kind of fell asleep in the game, that he wasn't working as hard as he needed to. And you wonder a little bit tonight. He doesn't seem to be as sharp as he was in the big games. You know, the big games, I guess he maybe would consider North Carolina, some of those bigger games, but you really need to be into the game. No matter who you're playing, no matter what the opponent, you're out there to get better and make your team play as well as you can each and every night.
Guyton a little full court pressure. Gets through that screen.
That's a moving screen. Bad right there. They didn't call anything.
Zatko, and now the big guy inside. And that shot off. Hornsby another rebound. It's a tough little zone. Hard for Indiana to score points, especially when they're not hitting that outside shot. Lewis in the lane. Haston. There's an easy one. He got the layup.
He at his best against his zone when Michael Lewis is moving the basketball. Would it be good pass fakes out front, hitting somebody in the middle, or as he did right there, penetrating, getting to the basket, and then dropping it off?
12 points now for Haston. He gets his first 2 of the second half. John Laskowski and Ted Kitchell with you from the Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Holy Cross. It's 45-18. Indiana with the lead. Their defense has been the story of this ball game. And Haston picks up another 2, give him 14 on the night.
Now, is that an assist?
I'm just trying to call the game. It's hard for me to.
Well, I don't know.
It's hard for me to keep assists and everything.
Well,
you know what I mean?
you know, he threw it up there off the board, and Haston went up and got it. I would have to think, you know, no, Brandon.
We'll check the official records after the game, and I'll let you know for sure. Here comes Jeffrey Newton. He's in the game. And Lynn Washington comes out to a big hand. He's played well tonight. Hook
There's
shot.
the swinging hook.
Haston gets his own rebound, and a foul on Brian Wilson. The whistle had sounded. Lewis had the ball. Now you gonna count that an assist because he hit him right in the hands.
So the funny thing was he fires it in there to Newton right as the whistle blows. It kind of hits Newton. And Newton looks at him like, what the heck are you doing?
Lewis
Throwing
got
that
a
in there.
smile on his face. He said, I'm trying to get that assist record, man. Be ready. When I've got the ball, be ready, because you're going to get a pass.
Well, you very seldom see any type of reaction out of Jeffrey Newton. He just kind of has that same look on his face, good, bad, indifferent, no matter what. But
don't you think you'll always be looking for the ball now?
Yeah.
There's a lesson learned there as well.
Oh, yes.
49-18, Indiana, the big lead. Look at Newton way outside on Zatko. Sankis, the big 7-footer, back in the lineup. Ball into him, right in front of the hoop.
There you go.
Count the basket, and he'll get a free throw.
Take a
look at the big man inside. See the positioning. Haston's got to move around there, not let him come back to the middle. You can see once he gets to the middle, able to use his height and his strength.
Haston leads now, 16 points.
See Coach Knight's drawing that same type thing. He had him on the one side of the lane. You've got to keep him over on that side of the lane. Instead, he let him drift across the middle.
Newton gets the rebound on the missed free throw. 1 for 7 now is Sankis from the line. Guyton. Tough spot. He gets the ball out to Richardson, though. Newton inside.
Oh, good move.
There's an assist as Newton saw that ball coming, laid it right in.
It's a good pass inside, but Jeffrey Newton knew what to do with it once he did get it.
30-second timeout.
Timeout is called by Holy Cross. Ralph Willard has seen this lead now extend to 31 points by the Hoosiers, and he's got some words he wants to get across to his team. Low point scored in the Hoosier Classic, 42 in 1995. Kent State held Appalachian State in the consolation game to that 42-point total. Right now, Holy Cross is on 20. There's the Hoosier bench. Expect to see a lot more of the players, a lot more different players in lineup before this game is over. Kyle Hornsby is Indiana's leading rebounder. He has 8 tonight, a career high for him. Not as many points, but he's been involved in a lot of the action and played a lot of minutes.
You know, he's active. He's getting out there. He's making a lot of things happen. He's aggressive. Saw him getting knocked down a couple times on the offensive end.
I'll tell you one stat you can look at when you get that final stat sheet and you're in the locker room: minutes played. If you're up there in minutes played, you know you played good, because if you weren't playing a lot of minutes, you'd be out. If you weren't playing well, Coach Knight would have you out of there.
Batco doing a nice job stepping out beyond the line. I think that's his 3rd three-pointer. He's only a freshman. He's a good-looking freshman.
Gives him 11 on the night for Zatko.
Yeah, nobody else on the floor makes anything happen the way Michael Lewis does when he's on top of that zone.
And he can shoot when he's in the shooter's position as well.
Michael Lewis seems to always be looking a play or 2 plays ahead. Everybody else is just worried about catching it, dribbling it on the floor, and passing it to the next guy. Michael Lewis is making plays and making the Indiana offense go.
Baseline drive, Hornsby with that block. Sankis comes away with it. Misses on the shot, but the foul will go on Richardson.
Personal foul, Indiana. Number 33, Larry Richardson.
You're going to see the block by Kyle Hornsby. He goes up. We talked about his rebound. He's very active defensively. Gets beat, comes back. You see Larry Richardson with the foul, pretty much with his hands straight up. Offense is going to get that call majority of the time.
Sankis hits that one. 2 of 8 now from the line, and the crowd appreciates that. There he is, 8 points. He averages over 15 a game.
Well, they saw him last night. Anybody that stayed, Jimenez steps in the lane. He hits 2 in a row. There they go.
Huh, that'll do it, but still not a smile on Ralph Willard's face. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+. 53-25, Indiana leads it. Let's check out a previous play on the Arvinator, brought to you by Arvin Industries.
See Kirk Haston, he's going to move down in this area. If you can't get the ball in the middle, watch the good penetration by Lewis right here. Good penetration, moves the defense, comes to him. Haston clears himself. Good catch, good strong move to the hole. That's the way you break down the zone.
And Haston probably done for the evening.
Michael Lewis is good as anybody on the Indiana team as far as breaking down the zones. He's a very important player when people are playing zones against Indiana.
Inside to Richardson for a jam.
You see Holy Cross tried to come out and do a little bit of a trapping type of defense, and Indiana broke that down right away.
4 points now for Richardson. Whistle inside, and that's Richardson as he's trying to get in front of Josh Sankis. Called for his second foul.
His second personal, the team 6.
Number 11, Chris Spittler in the lineup. 6'1" senior.
Chris Spittler.
Oh, good defense by Hornsby on the out-of-bounds play. There's Sankis inside, double teamed. And just takes it right in and bowled his way right to the glass. Got the bucket. Ball is tipped out of bounds by Holy Cross.
See Michael Lewis racing the ball up the floor. He and Jeffrey Newton getting up and down the floor, and because of it, Newton will end up with some easy buckets.
Richardson tries to move on Sankis and does. Nice baseline move, got the jumper.
And it was nice to see him turn to his right shoulder. I mean, we talked a little bit about continues to turn left. That time he turned to his right shoulder. Nice little jump shot over the big 7'1" player from Holy Cross.
Sangus moves, and Newton with that block timed it well.
He was standing there waiting on it.
Knocked that ball away.
That's what happens when you don't make a good quick move inside. When you give that defense time to stand back there and time it. Jeffrey Newton had seen that move one too many times. Watch how he gets good position, but see how he doesn't just catch it and shoot it? Takes time. Look at Newton. He's waiting. Here we go.
8 points now for Lewis. That last block by Newton. There's a good look at the senior from Jasper. Having his best year as a Hoosier.
Number 22, Mark Jers.
22, Mark Jers back in for Wilson. There you see the big free throw difference. Lewis hits both.
And when Holy Cross has gotten to the line, obviously Josh Sankus has shot a majority of those free throws. That's why they're 3 of 11.
Zatko outside is off, and Hornsby another
rebound.
2-on-1, 3-on-1. Newton with the lob pass from Lewis.
Would like to have gotten a dunk right there. Michael Lewis just lost it out of his hand as he got ready to pass it, but he's still able to finish off the pass. It all counts too.
Lewis right up on Sanchez.
Got him with the body.
Fouled him though. That's with the body.
Got him with the body. You get up in the air, you're floating. There's nothing you can do about it.
Number 24, Michael Lewis. His second personal, the team's 7. Holy Cross, 2 free throws. Number 20, Diego Sanchez.
Another high arching free throw. Sanchez long on that one.
Number 43, Jared Odom.
Jared Odom, it will be in. Lewis will come out. Probably the last time we'll see him. But a great game for Michael Lewis. There's the last lob pass to Newton.
It could be an MVP type of performance for Lewis.
A prediction, only 9 points, but he sure has done a lot more than just scoring.
He sure
for
has.
Indiana tonight.
And he sure did last night. He scored 15 points last night, only missed 1 shot, 3 of 3 from the 3-point range. He's had an outstanding tournament, great focus. He was really into the game.
And officially, 6 assists for Michael Lewis.
I'm guessing they didn't give him that 1.
There's Dane Fife on the Indiana bench recovering from that virus.
Michael Lewis, I mean, the guy has a great game and he has to go over there and they don't have enough seats on the end of the bench, huh? Sitting on the floor.
The crowd likes the defense too. You can hear them clapping.
Indiana's defense continues to be very good. Holy Cross not used to looking at this type of, oh, that's a double dribble.
And Richardson blocks that shot, then knocks the ball away.
Not used to looking at this type of pressure defense each night. You can bet on that.
There's a shot just before the
didn't hit the rim, so it's a shot clock violation.
Blocked by Spittler. He missed it. And Indiana continues to build their lead. 61-28 now over Holy Cross. You're watching Big Ten basketball. From minutes left, Indiana is going to win this one. Their 18th consecutive Union Federal Hoosier Classic championship. And Lewis will watch the rest of the game. We did get him a seat there in the end.
You know, it's musical chairs over there. After that timeout, he wasn't no dummy. I mean, you know, he's out of the game. He hurried back to the bench. After that timeout, musical chairs, he got him one.
Starters scoring 22 is the lead by Indiana. Larry Richardson picks up his 8th point. So he's been scoring since being inserted here in this second half.
Holy Cross trying to move their offense up, trying to create some more driving lanes, but they have not had any success with whatever they've tried here tonight.
Zatko gets it on the block, but then has to give it up.
Zatko has been one positive for them tonight. He's scored well, played hard.
Drive, and the recovery, but Sanchez gets the three-point shot away before Indiana could recover. So 20 second half points now for Holy Cross. They were held to just 11 in the first half. Richardson.
That's an offensive. They're going to call that.
And he is called for it. Swinging that left arm on Chris Spittler. And Richardson gets the offensive foul.
Against a big guy, you can get away with this. But when you got a little guard like that, you turn around and knock him down, and the official's going to give him the call majority of the time. The big guy's not so easy to knock down. See how much higher the offense is, and it's gotten them a couple back cuts and baskets here.
There's one right there. Brian Wilson, just Larry Richardson a step away from that steal, but gets Holy Cross the easy layup.
A little surprised he doesn't take Sankas out of the game and maybe just move the offense up a little higher as Jeff Newton steps out and knocks one down from the top of the key.
That one well outside the free throw line. 6 points for Newton.
They're pretty much using Sankas in there just a screener. You can see he's standing there, people rubbing off of him.
So a much higher offense this time.
See Indiana's defense then backed off of it just a little bit.
Now Sankas takes it right inside for the layup. He's got 13 as he begins to approach his average.
The one thing is he continues to work hard. He's been in there all night. Indiana's been hanging on him. Newton will try it again. He likes that spot.
It's 2 in a row for Newton, this time off the dribble. Same result. Hornsby was the one to help that time. It just turned his head to follow his man and then picks up the foul on the drive.
You've got to cut that dribbler off quicker is what Coach Knight is definitely going to talk to Kyle Hornsby about. You don't want to come over and play defense on the man after he's already left his feet and he's up in the air. You got to move over, cut him off, get him to pick his dribble up.
That will put Sanchez at the line. Hits that free throw.
Substitution, Holy Cross, number 11.
Chris Spittler comes back in the lineup.
Number 22, Mark Jones.
That one's short. And Jimenez comes away with it. Now to Hornsby. Good hustle by Spittler, or Jimenez would have had the easy layup. There's your field goal shooting on the ball game. Indiana again close to the 50% mark and holding their opponent under 40. Foul this time on Wilson, and that'll put Larry Richardson at the line.
His second personal, the team's 10th. Indiana now with the double bonus on the common foul until game's end.
8 points so far now for Richardson, 54% from the free throw line.
You know what was always most concerning to me when you played a team like Holy Cross or one of the Ivy League schools, you know, great academic institutions. You know, we talked about it earlier, 12, number 12 in the country as far as
CEOs
and
right?
Major companies. There's always going to break out in that cheer. I was always afraid they were going to break out in that cheer. That's all right. That's okay. You're going to work for us someday. I was always afraid of that.
Yeah.
But
I would say against some schools you could, but not Indiana. I'm telling you, we have graduates that'll rank right up there with these guys.
That's right. But Holy Cross having a very tough time on the basketball floor tonight. Obviously a reason for that. Indiana's defense. Indiana playing extremely well. But
there's a steal by Olu. He's going to take it in and lay it out. Good job by Jaron Olu.
Good defense.
4 points.
Stepped in just the way coach would like him to, watching the ball, picks that ball up and able to take it the other way and finish it.
Indiana's defense high again. Look how high
And even though
there's
only 4 minutes left, this game has been over for quite a long time. 70-36. You hear Coach Knight continuing to yell passing lane over there.
Spittler misses on the 3, and here come the Hoosiers. Odell had an open shot, but came up short. 3:45 left. Indiana's nearly doubled the score on Holy Cross. Sankus. Tell you, it doesn't always look pretty, but he finds that square, and that ball goes in.
He's got Larry Richardson talking to himself. He sticks that left elbow out there about every time he swings that little jump hook. He's caught Larry in the mouth a couple times.
15 now for Sankus. Newton misses on that one. Tom Geyer and Tom Coverdale ready to check in for Indiana. And again, on the blocks, Sankus sets up. And Richardson's going to pick up another one.
Personal foul, Indiana, number 33, Larry Richardson. His fourth personal.
It's got to be a great experience for Richardson to go against a big, strong guy like that. But Richardson really being taken advantage of by Sankus. Question is he learning how to play against a big guy like this?
On the Big Ten, he'll see plenty of big guys.
Mark Jers, number 22.
In most cases, they'll be a little bit quicker, a little bit stronger.
Number 53, replacing Richardson.
There's Richardson. He comes out with 9 points, made all of his shots. And Jimenez comes out as well. Bob Knight talking to him about the defensive position on the bigger player. Sankus missed everything with that shot, as Indiana continues to dominate the championship game. You're watching Big Ten basketball from ESPN+.
2 goals, 6 rebounds, but he was very effective. He's not going to get a tremendous amount of minutes here tonight, but he really got things going. This early in the second half, you can see he got things going, stepped out, hit the jump shot. He hit Kirk Haston a couple times inside for easy shots for Indiana. Was very effective and very into the basketball game as far as what he needed to get done against this Holy Cross team.
Could it be a all-tournament selection then?
Oh, yes.
Oswami.
Oh,
it could be.
Oh, yes. Two for sures are Michael Lewis and Lynn Washington.
I already have the official results.
Kirk Haston.
And the miss by Newton inside. Fast break is stopped by Indiana. And the outside shot, Mark Jers is able to hit it. 2.5 minutes left. And Coverdale gets a shot outside. Misses on that 3. And Newton way out outside, guarding a much smaller Mark Jers, is just 6 foot. Ball tipped away. Coverdale tries to get through that screen. Newton on the recovery. Can't get that rebound. And new possession for Holy Cross. Sankus inside. And again the layup.
With his stats, he could possibly be an all-tournament selection.
That's 17 points now
17
for the big
points,
man.
18 last night.
Well, we'll know soon how close you've come.
Well, that's 4. That's 4 that I've picked.
4 already?
The gentleman, McClure, was an awfully good player for Canisius.
Right.
I don't know how many points he finished up with tonight, but I know early in the game that when they played Alabama Birmingham, he was very hot.
Here's Odell to
Good
Hornsby. Geyer got that one blocked. Odell takes that one in and gets it. And that's going to be it for Sankus. As Odell went up 6'7" against 7'1".
Personal foul, Holy Cross, number 40, Josh Sankey.
It's an excellent cut by Kyle Hornsby. Still in the basketball game. He's got a lot of minutes in the game tonight.
17 points, 7 rebounds for Josh Sankus as he fouls out of this ball game.
Good effort by the young man. You can see it right here. You can see the missed shot. Good job by Tom Geyer, fighting in there. Jared Odell takes his body into the big man.
Count the basket for number 40.
Now right there's where you might think about the contact. Really not a lot happening right there. The defender not really going up and bumping you hard, and that's some of that contact that sometimes you think maybe the officials ought to just let go.
Odell good on the free throw. 73-43. It's Indiana by 30. Under a minute left. 34 is Jason Ware in the lineup for the first time. There's a drive. Newton tries for the block. Geyer has the rebound out to Hornsby. And let's see, the call is going to be against Holy Cross. Foul on Mark Jers.
Holy Cross, number 22, Mark
And that puts Hornsby at the line.
Personal.
So Indiana moves to 10-1, a very good non-conference record for the Hoosiers this year.
I wonder how many people out there that are Indiana fans actually thought, after they looked at that schedule, through November, December, all the difficult, highly ranked teams they were going to play, thought that Indiana might come in 10-1, and to think that the one defeat came to Indiana State, I think that you'd have a lot of very surprised Indiana fans.
Temple, Kentucky, and North Carolina all defeated this year by the Hoosiers. And they'll win their 18th Union Federal Hoosier Classic by a big margin as we're in the final 16 seconds of this one. Whistle and a foul. That'll be out of bounds.
Well, the good news is Holy Cross got beyond 42 points, which was the all-time.
That's correct, they
low.
did. So a big second half. Not out of bounds. It'll be free throws for Zatko. He's reached his season's average and looks like a good future for this freshman from Naperville at Holy Cross. Indiana's last possession now. To Geyer, underneath to Newton, and the slam.
Good pass by Tom Geyer. I mean, very aware of what's going on. That's really a good pass. I mean, he's been sitting over there. He's watched the defense all night. He comes in, he comes to the top of the key, catches the ball, turns. Newton's right there where he should be.
Makes it look easy.
Sure does when you do it right.
Foul on Coverdale. Let's watch that last play.
He goes up, defense comes to him. Newton goes up, long arm, he flushes it through.
Rattling that backboard. Sanchez will be at the line. Holy Cross really struggling from the free throw line. 6 of 20 from the free throw line for the Crusaders. That one did nick the rim. Indiana will have another shot. Geyer tries it. Hornsby follows it in, and it counts. And that'll be your final score, 79-44. Indiana wins it. Bob Knight's 650th first victory as the Hoosiers coach. He'll shake hands with Ralph Willard, first-year coach at Holy Cross. Be watching ESPN Plus on Wednesday, January 5th. Indiana plays Wisconsin. Action gets underway at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here on ESPN Plus. 79-44, your final from the